Nevertheless.
Lyft. All right, so 14 women, each listed anonymously, all claimed they were assaulted while using the app between January 2018 and June 2019. The suit alleges that Lyft failed to adequately address these incidents, adding that the app is negligent in background checks and fails to inform victims of the status of the accused drivers or to provide adequate in-app safety measures. Moreover, the suit accuses Lyft of curtailing law enforcement's investigations into reported assaults and actively choosing to hide and conceal a sexual misconduct crisis the company has allegedly been aware of since at least 2015. The 40-page lawsuit was filed in San Francisco Superior Courts and details assaults that span the country from California to North Carolina. The assaults include various instances in which women who have been drinking sought a safe ride home from Lyft, only to face sexual violence at the hands of their drivers, a pattern CNN previously identified as a reoccurring problem. One such driver reportedly used his victim's phone to give himself a $25 tip after insulting her, while another forced a blind rider into her own home where he raped her after dropping her off. Many of the accusers say Lyft was largely unresponsive to their initial complaints and reports of all of these incidents and failed to inform them if the accused drivers were still on the road. Oh my God, that's just so horrible.
That's crazy.
See, when we were out of town, like I do girls trips once a year with all my ladies and my cousins and my friends. So when we went to Vegas, we had to use Lyft. Thankfully, they're like New York. It's a city that never sleeps. So literally on every corner, it's a person there. But it was a group of us. So the good thing was if something was to happen or pop off, we always had our phone with us. We always were talking. We made sure we were going to the right destination. And I always sit up front because I have no problem putting my hands on somebody if I have to, as far as like for like if somebody's trying to assault me or something like that, because I just feel like I'm a little bit more protective and a little bit more aggressive than the girls that I ride with, because they know that once I get to that level, it takes a lot to get me down. So with that being said, I always ride shotgun and I always make sure we good. And it's sad that these women are trusting these agencies to help to make sure that they get a safe ride home so that they're not getting on the roads, getting DUIs and hitting and killing people because of their negligence. But now they're taking these lifts and unfortunately they're alone and these people are perverted and doing things to them. It should be a thorough background check, just like if you were to like have your daycares and services like that, they should be checked. And you should be aware of what type of, when you get the notification of who your driver is and what kind of vehicle they're coming in, you should have like a side note. This driver has this type of background, so you know what type of person you're getting and you're going to be around for that period of time.
Wow. You trying to tell me the dude gave himself a $25 tip after assaulting a girl?
Crazy. Sick.
Man. You ain't seen The Equalizer 2?
No.
At the beginning of that, it's with Denzel Washington.
Mm.
At the beginning of that movie,
that one?
a situation like, because he a Lyft driver.
Oh, I did watch it.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
You see what he did to the boys?
Yes.
Right, okay, yeah.
The group of boys that messed with that girl and they were at the hotel or whatever, and he went in there and he messed them all up.
And then it made them get him
a tip.
Tip on the card.
No. Left him a good rating.
Right.
And gave him a tip. But no, I think they should have some type of knowing what type of person, like a short summary of the person. Hi, you're gonna be riding a car with John Doe. John Doe is 25 from.
No, Lyft. I think it's a private company, right? Just like the NFL. So they're not governed by the same rules and laws as like Coca-Cola, Windscreen, Verizon. It's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people using their cars, but it just goes back to having common sense and, you know what I'm saying, not getting caught up in the cyber world. They still got taxis. They still got that. That's the most safest thing. Because, you know, if somebody do something in, you know, in the company cab, they ain't getting paid, going to jail.
They already got all the information. You're getting in somebody else's personal vehicle.
So you get into
and so you just have to know what the risks are. But if I know that I'm drunk and I need a ride home, I'm going to try to reach out to a family member or a friend. If I can't find any of them, you know what they now do? Call the police. You can tell them that you're drunk and you're trying to get home and you don't want to drive your own vehicle. You know that they will come pick you up and take you home.
But you know what's funny? Shout out to Dick Gregory. Rest in peace, Dick Gregory. I heard him say this. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Not the day, the Eves. They're the only 2 times of the year where you can get drunk as you want, plaster, and they got to take you home for free. It don't matter. On those 2 days, you can smoke crack in the middle of the road, fall out drunk, go back in the club, have some fun, and still get a ride home for free. Those 2 days. So, I mean, me personally, my daughter gonna know better than that. You know, she gonna have a car. You know, live. I'm gonna say, what you looking to live for? Oh, I don't really want to burn gas. Use a fool. Get in your car. You know what I'm saying? Because half of the time, it be those witty people, or you know, half of the time, see, you don't get the whole story with girls, and you never do, or with women. Sorry, ladies. I want to do this to you, my queens. All my queens out there. All my queens, I love you. But some of these girls, you might, who, Gerald? You know, he's my regular Lyft driver, girl. He ain't gonna do that. Flirting with the man, he can't pick you up 7, 8 times. He know where you stay at. Oh, yeah, this is my regular Lyft driver. If he ain't in the area, but guess what that leads to? About the 15th time. You already know you're going out of town. You already know what bank you bank at. You know what I'm saying? He done eased his way into the house. You got a babysitter that weekend. I'm telling you what guys do now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch your favorite movie with you. Whatever you like, I like. Because I done found that out about you. All the rides. You're talking.
Yeah.
So, it ain't easy for a guy to prey on a woman. That's why I always talk to my wife about. I give her a lot of game on how dudes think, how they move, and I give it to her raw. So in case we move on from each other, and you 9 times out of 10, she gonna have the kids with her majority of the time. You don't need to get played by another dummy or a guy run a game on you and seeing that you're vulnerable. So just take what you learn from our relationship or our marriage and apply it to your new relationship, your new guy, so you won't be looking dummy out here in these streets and getting taken advantage of by Lyft, Uber, Kels, Epstein, Weinstein, Russell, you know what I'm saying? Or your local neighborhood, you know what I'm talking about? Food bagger, grocery store bagger, / Lyft driver, / producer, / rap artist. You know, they all in one nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to prey on a woman, man. A lot of women been in, you know what I'm saying, damaged relationships, abusive relationships. And, you know, they need a friendly ear to hear all their trials and tribulations. And then next thing you know, we on the flow. And then I got to go back to my little job. But when you at work tomorrow, I'm all in your house. You wouldn't even know it. And then when you get timid and all of that, I'm just going to take advantage of you and assault you and act like I ain't did it. That's what men That's what men do. Not all men, but men that know they can manipulate women because it's all over your face. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish bad for those 20 women? 40 women?
14.
14. You know what I'm saying? And this is also in North Carolina, too.
From California to North Carolina.
So, be careful, ladies, man. Whatever happened to Mace? What is that?
Yep.
Baseball bat,
best
knife,
thing to carry with you
blade.
Is on Amazon or eBay, you can buy the 2-for-1. It comes with mace and pepper spray. And the top part, when you push it, is the mace. The bottom part, if you push it, is pepper spray.
Really?
And it's only $4.99 on eBay. And it's like $7.99 on Amazon.
All right, people. It's about that time. You know, we're getting close to the end of the show. Of course, it's Sundays. You know, that's the only time we have to do this. And the kids got to go to school tomorrow, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. You know, our marriage tips and the questions. And hopefully we can be helpful to you guys and, you know, help you out in your relationships as well.
Yes.
We're not saying we're perfect.
At all.
And we don't pretend to be. Trust me.
Nope.
Matter of fact, I think she even got mad at me earlier.
Yep.
I had to come mooch up and kiss her about 100 times. Apologize about 5 times. But
9 times. But who's counting?
Our first question. Well, the first question is, question number 1. Should I stay married for my children?
No.
So blunt.
No, I'm just being honest. And the reason why I say that is because why be with someone if you no longer are, if y'all are falling apart, and understandable you have children, but why be miserable? Why put your children through that as well? Because they're going to see the hostility. They're going to see the arguments. They're going to see that y'all are no longer caring. They're gonna be like, well, mommy and daddy, what's wrong? Why are y'all always arguing? Why are y'all this or why are y'all that? It's gonna cause more turmoil and issues within your household if you're trying to stay just for your children versus doing what's best to keep a healthy and active environment for your children.
Well, I would say I like this better. Okay, I can do this. I would say it depends on how old the kids are. If they up in age 14, 15, 16, they ain't paying attention to you anyway. They probably come, y'all need to stop fighting here all the time. You know we can hear you. It's crap like that. But if you can work it out, man, work it out for the kids, man. You want to remain as strong and together as possible as a family. Because you build your family, I build my family. He build his family. They build their family. That's a foundation, right? I just gave. Now we meet 4 other families. They got their family together. They're strong. Man following God. The woman follow man, and the children follow the man and the woman. Now you can stack on that and build. Now you got families to go hang with. You know your kids play with their kids. You can trust them. Because they got the same family values that you got. Once again, I always like to take out my scale at 1 to 10 for the children. But just like my wife said, if it's just going downhill and you know it, and you know that you ain't going to do right, and you know that she ain't going to do right, just talk, communicate, I promise. Even if you think the person not going to they're going to react a certain way, just say it, man.
Yes.
Just get off your chest. Say what you mean. Say how you feel. And
holding
that should lead the way for you.
It's not good. Get it out.
All right.
Should I share my sexual history with my spouse? Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes.
So convincing.
Whatever. I think absolutely, because you just, like they said, there was this thing I read, it was like a few months ago, but everybody you have slept with, not meaning just you, but like us in general, you've slept with.
Right.
And that's the truth. You, whatever person you done lay with and their sexual demons are on you, irregardless of who you're now with and how long you've been with that person, those you still been with that person. It's not like you can't go in there and wash that person off. You laid up with that person for many months, many times, many weeks, years, days, months, whatever, etc. It's still there.
Now, we just want to clarify now. When they say, should I share my sexual history with my spouse? Not details. Like, I slept with this many people around this time. You know, I was with her. But some of you, her, him, them. You know what I'm saying? So it's imperative. And then, because when we first got together, even though I said all that, we had to go take STD tests.
Absolutely.
We had to make sure each other was clean. I wouldn't give her name. She wouldn't give me name.
Absolutely.
I done been to the clinic plenty of time for a checkup, see other guys, you know what I'm saying? Burnt from the nightclub. Oh man, I met this nice pretty girl, man. You know what I'm saying? I just had to do it. I had unprotected sex. Now I'm here. Yeah, boy, you got to stay out of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Share your history. Not detail. Oh, well, I was doing it like this when I was with Shorty.
No,
girl.
I don't want to know all the details, but I just want to know, like, is it 10 or more? Just give me a good number. Don't come lie to me and say, oh, you know what I've been with.
I came in with 60 on my belt, minus 55.
Now he know.
60 minus 55, 5, baby.
He lying.
5 on my belt. Hey, I told the truth.
You're lying.
I was honest. I'm
You have more than
a
5.
one girl guy.
You
if
are.
I'm with a girl, I'm with that girl. You know what I'm saying? I want to be with my shorty a long time. I don't want to just move from girl to girl. But you know, at a young age, all the girls weren't thinking like that. So the girls I wanted to be with for the rest of my life, and it end up like that. And I end up getting burnt. You really understanding how life goes.
Burnt like what?
Yeah, pause.
Okay, yeah, let's clarify that.
Like dead dirty. No, I ain't never had none of that. I had enough sense. I mess with the nice, sedity girls. You know, on the verge of being hood, but good. Them girls. I don't mess with the girls that walking outside with no shoes on their feet.
Okay, whatever. Okay. Them dirty foots. Yeah, you did.
But
and your past.
Share your history. Your sexual history. All right. Last question of the night. How do I deal, question number 3, how do I deal with a controlling husband or wife?
I want you to go first.
Why?
Go ahead.
You insinuating that? The only way you deal with that is through time and patience. Now, there's levels to controlling. Now, I ain't talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, controlling what you eat, controlling what time you go to bed, you ain't no kid, or controlling you just tell you going to be in the house, or blase.
They're getting the house by the street lights.
Yeah, something like that.
You know what time it is.
Especially you don't want no controlling woman in the bedroom.
Oh, God, that's
just
boring.
Like on
that's like, oh, that movie where she was like, to the left,
business.
to the right, don't move. Yeah.
Business.
That's boring.
Yeah. You don't want that. But
that's like military sex.
Like, see, you got to understand, we met each other like in our 20s, early 20s, like 20, 21.
20.
So,
20.
I come from a background where I seen a lot of abuse and stuff like that. So, at the beginning, like, it wasn't none of that until about the 4th or 5th year when you know, like, your love has risen and your heart has grown fond of that person. You might want to kill that person. Where you going? You're going out the door like that. It used to be vice versa for a while. Like, no, I own this person or no, I own this person. But eventually, it evens itself out because that's just the love clawing at you. You know what I'm saying? The feelings like, oh man, this person got me feeling some type of way, and I don't, I ain't used to feeling like this, so somebody might get jacked up, but not to the point where somebody locking you in the house. You know what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere. He taking the car keys from you and he abuse you. Not that deal.
I say how to deal with a controlling husband or wife. If it's a controlling husband, as far as I have to see what type of control you mean. As far as like, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't go here, you can't go to, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. That's like borderline abuse. Well, that is abuse. That's like verbal abuse and mental abuse. He's trying to control you, your being, who you are, and how you can and cannot be. You don't need to be with somebody like that. Right. That's too controlling. That's gonna get to the point to where he's gonna start trying to put his hands on you, and then you're gonna have to go to jail because you're gonna have to murder him. But anyway, that type of control, that's you. There's not a way of dealing with something like that. That means you need to get out. That's not normal. That is abuse. As far as like what you were talking about, don't you be wearing that, looking like this and doing that. You can't do this, you could do that. That's more on, that's not too much like on the form of controlling. Right. That's just like you a representation of me when you going out the house, chilling with your girls or not. You ain't about to have that skirt fingertip too short. No, because like you giving men the option to say, hey, look at me, I'm single. Dress like you supposed to dress. Look how you supposed to look as a married woman.
We just watched She's Gotta Have It. Spike Lee, the Netflix episode, and we just watched the episode. She got dealing like with 3 men.
In the same black dress.
A black dress that was like $500.
And that dress was dope, but when she wore that dress, it was the way that she was wearing it and the way she was carrying herself. Like Coco Chanel said, don't wear your dress, let the dress wear you.
She kept getting in trouble. Yourself. She kept getting in trouble. Everywhere she went with her guys, other guys wouldn't stop. And that dress got in trouble. Yes, Lord, there is a Sunday.
Yeah, that dress. But all in all, there's not an honest way to deal with a trolling husband or wife when it comes to that type of form. That's a form of abuse, and that's your first sign of understanding, okay, well, I'm going to need to get out. Either we get help if you think you want to be with this person, which I would say no. I would say it's a form of control and you should just get out.
Well, there you go, people. I hope we answered your questions. But it's about that time for us. And it's about that time to go get these turds. That's what I call them, turds. Well, now they jits. They moved up. But
they're my babies.
I hope we was helpful to y'all. And we thank y'all for joining us. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at HizandHerz Barnett, on Instagram at HizandHerz Podcast, and on YouTube at HizandHerz Podcast. And if you want to email us stories, questions, or anything like that, it's HizandHerz Podcast at gmail.com. And with that being said, peace. We love you, people. And
bye.
Have a good one. Love you.
Night.
Peace.